So to be a testament to one man's ability to put something together.
This guy who is stuck and sort of trying to figure out a way to move beyond his station in life and sort of discover something from within him, a passion that he has that he doesn't know that he has, desperately wants to find something that he's good at. And it also is about this guy who is turning 40 and dealing with being in a business that is so reliant upon your looks and your body, and when that starts to fade, and what's left when that's what you've been relying upon all these years to survive. But I think people are instinctually drawn to darker subjects and things that may appear to be taboo to you know, the general public. I think it's mysterious and people like that, and most people enjoy sex, and I think that's why people are just drawn to it, because they don't know much about it, I think. And it's sort of like that, like hustlers or escorts or sort of those things that are like, oh, what, that's interesting, oh, but I would never do that, but I'm very intrigued by it, but I would never, publicly, I would never admit to wanting that or, you know, desiring that. But secretly, when I'm at home, I'm totally perusing the ads and fantasizing about what it would be like to pay someone for sex. So I think that's probably why people are intrigued by it, because it's mysterious. I did meet a few hustlers, I guess, or hookers. Their stories were just very interesting to me, and how each of them approached or felt about what they did and what they projected to others, or what they didn't project to others, and I just found it a very interesting psychology. I didn't know I could pull it off. It all kind of just happened so fast. I mean, I was literally like, I started writing it in June, and I was shooting in August, and I just found some great people to work with, and just started doing it without asking any questions, which in hindsight was probably a good thing, because I just jumped into it blindly and thinking, oh, I can, you know, let's just do it, let's just have fun, that's really what I wanted to do, was just to have fun and create something, and it you know, took on a life of its own from there. But I never really thought about what it took and what I was going to need to do until I was doing it. And then it was just about solving problems and meeting challenges and figuring things out and learning as I went, and going on YouTube and researching things before my shoots, and it was, yeah, I just learned as I went. One weekend, when I had a very small crew. And one weekend I didn't have my director of photography, I didn't have my first AD, and that's pretty much all I ever had. It was just 3 of us. Nobody was available, and I had to do some reshoots and just basically some reshoots and pickups. And I was sort of forced to, if I wanted it to happen, I was going to have to do it on my own. I just dived in and did it, and then that weekend I was doing everything: sound and lighting and directing the actors, and then realizing, you know, learning how to incorporate directing myself and being an actor at the same time. I was juggling a lot of balls. That sounds funny. Honestly, when I was writing it and creating characters, I was thinking of my friends and people that I admired and loved, and I was like, oh, they would be I want to write a character for this person, or as I was writing a character, a person came to mind, so then I started just writing it for these people, and that's basically what I did, and I sent it all out to the scripts out to the actors that I had written the roles for, and they all were like, yeah, I want to do this. What am I doing? How did this happen? Well, I've had to talk myself down from a couple ledges a few times. The teaser and the trailer were taking off, and they're getting a lot of views, and it's getting a lot of attention. So then I'm like, oh fuck, I hope it doesn't suck. You know, you just fears, that kind of stuff is what I've been having to deal with. But it's good fear. It's the fears that I want to conquer. And I knew that all this stuff wouldn't be lining up, and the way that the writing, all the scripts just tumbled out of me, and the casting and everything just sort of fell into place. I knew that these things wouldn't be falling into place for no reason. I was just trusting it. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. It was just a trusting, going on instinct, which is what I've been doing this whole time, and just not really trying to get heady about it, but just going on instinct and just trying to trust everything.
My character is Jay, who is Sebastian's character's best friend. Sebastian and I have done Broadway Bears together, and then this past summer when we were doing Broadway Bears Fire Island, he was telling me about the project he was writing and that he was going to write me a part. And then, like a month or two later, I got the call or the message saying that it was going forward. I'm not a hustler, however, I'm a personal trainer, which some, open the door for jokes on hustling right there. But no, I'm definitely supportive, and I think I'm a good source of help to the character, because going through, the change that he's looking to make. It was fantastic because, at times he was a one-man band doing the whole project, which was great. It was very intimate and close. He likes improv, so we could go off script a bit, but I'm not necessarily the biggest improver, so it was great to have the script that he wrote. Everyone is a hustler when it comes down to it, or doing what they need to do for money. I think it's sexy and funny all the way around with some great people, and the whole midlife crisis thing. Yeah. Oh my God, that's. I'd have to check what the going rate is right now and then up it substantially.
I'm Stephen Guarino in Hustling. I play the actor Sebastian La Cause's character's agent in the porn industry. And I know what you're thinking. How could I do that when I'm almost 20 years younger than Sebastian? I play, we've got some scene work where I'm sort of like pushing him to get into daddy porn, since he was past his prime in the regular porn arena. Story or sweet story? I was really dramatic because I was shooting another movie in New York, and I was only here for a week and a half. And I literally said something like, "You have between 10:30 a.m. and 11:15. That's the exact amount of time I had left. And I came to where he was shooting, and I was like, "Oh, good, I'll just have coffee when the crew shows up." He said, "Oh, this is the crew." I said, "Oh. Well, where's the set?" He said, "We're in it." I said, "Oh." So I gave him a lot of shade. I was like, "Oh, okay." As bitchy as I can be with him, he's always very generous with his compliments and knows all the right ways to stroke my ego to get a good performance. I think it went really well. It was actually really nice because I got to play a grimy sort of character that I wouldn't normally play, so I liked it. And he was very good. Well, when you're ugly, like Sebastian, and you have a hard time getting attention, you feel the need to create these magical themes so that you feel like you're in the world of the attractive people. I don't know, sex sells? Is that, if you're going to do your own web series, you might as well make it sexy, right? What about my body? I'd have to charge a SAG guest star day rate, $747 plus 10%. And if you want it for the week, it's going to be $4,900 plus 10%. That'll be the charge.